Back at Richmond International Raceway, 3 guesses. Who does that boot belong to?
The King.
Is there any doubt?
That's the King.
The King, Richard Petty. It's always nice to see stars from other sports enjoying NASCAR Winston Cup racing, and we have a couple of former NFL players. There is Charlie Taylor and Tony Dorsett in the 43 pit.
Both the Petty cars this weekend have the players incorporated on their cars, advertising the products that these guys endorse. Charlie Taylor.
Ray Dunlap has more.
Bob, what a day it was down here in the media center. A bunch of great NFL players. Over in Kyle Petty's pit, we've got Dick Butkus, Willie Lanier, and L.C. Greenwood. All the time when I grew up, I was a big Pittsburgh Steelers fan. It was a big thrill for me to meet L.C. Greenwood today. But a lot of great players down here rooting on the 43 and the 44 cars.
That's really cool to see these guys coming over here and enjoying racing. And, of course, the season begins tomorrow. We've got a big game for you at 8:15 tomorrow night as we begin our Sunday night coverage. Great rivalry as the Cleveland Browns are back, and they're going to be battling the Pittsburgh Steelers. NFL Prime Time begins the coverage at 7:30. That takes you right up to the kickoff at 8:15 tomorrow night on ESPN. For more, log on to ESPN.com, part of the Go Network, go.com. Somebody is a Cleveland Browns fan here in Richmond, Virginia. I guess that's a mini dog pound, huh? Well, Tony Stewart's fiancée, Krista, looks on as her man, Tony Stewart, leads this race by 1.5 seconds over Jeff Gordon. About a 2 3/4 second, 2 3/10 second advantage over Mark Martin, who's running third. Jeffrey Badine's about 4 seconds back. And Bobby Labonte a little more than 5 1/4 back of Tony Stewart.
Chad Little just able to get by the Kenny Wallace car. That's Chad, the green John Deere car, Kenny Wallace. And back there, that's the battle for the 14th position as we see Ted Musgrave in the Remington car and also Sterling Marlin behind these guys.
They're running about a half a lap behind the leader.
Chad Little had a good run here last year, finished up in 12th position after starting 23rd. Started back in 32nd position tonight and is in 14th. Sterling Marlin is giving chase to Ted Musgrave and Chad Little.
Check out the taste of the race from our folks at Bryan Foods. See what kind of RPM and miles per hour Sterling Marlin able to attain. As he goes down the backstretch, we'll probably see about 8,500. And he'll back off in the corner. The plane goes down to about 5,600 RPMs now. We should see somewhere around 87, 88.
Yep.
Right at 88. Sterling running in 17th position, and a couple of yellow cars up in front of him. There is Bobby Hamilton in the 4 car, the Kodak car, and Steve Hart in the Pennzoil car. They are running 12th and 13th.
And ahead of them, Kenny Irwin runs in the 11th position. And just ahead of him is John Andretti, the Pro Players Association on the 43 car of Andretti.
Andretti running in the 10th position.
Dale Jarrett, our points leader, is 9th. There he is. Quality Care Ford credit. 36 car of Nadu is not on the lead lap. He is back in the 30th spot, but there is Rusty Wallace, who is on the lead lap in 8th position.
Right in front of Rusty Wallace is Mike Skinner, our pole sitter, in the Lowe's Chevrolet. There he is.
And we got a glimpse up in front of him of the 99 car. There's Skinner. There's Jeff Burton running in 6th position. And Bobby Labonte continues to move on up through the pack. He just got around to Jeff Bodine and has taken over the 4th position. Labonte was in 9th position on the restart after the last caution, so he's marching right on up through the field.
Bobby Labonte just a bit faster than Jeffrey on that last lap.
But not quite as fast as Tony Stewart and Jeff Gordon.
There's the Jeremy Mayfield car. He's not on the lead lap. Here's the 3rd place car of Mark Martin going to the outside of Darrell Waltrip.
And you can see that these guys, Jeff Gordon, Mark Martin, have a pretty big advantage on Bobby Labonte. It's about 3 seconds.
And way up there is the 20 car of Tony Stewart, the leader of the race. All this from the Pennzoil Copter Cam. See that Ken Schrader has gone a lap down. He's back in 28th spot. So 27 cars now on the lead lap as we approach the 150 lap mark.
Ricky Rudd was just lapped not a few laps ago. Coming up now, Mike Wallace in the black number 32.
Mike in his 2nd NASCAR Winston Cup start of the year. His only other start prior to tonight was in the Daytona 500. We'll be right back.